I hope you are all fine. Today we are going to solve few more problems of Fourier transform as discussed in the previous class. Myself, Dr. Balbim Saibanna, Assistant Professor and Assistant Controller of Examination, Department of Mathematics, Government Science College, Bangalore. Today is the first problem. By using the Fourier integral formula, show that f of x is equals to 1 by pi integral over 0 to infinity cos sx plus s sin x divided by 1 plus s square ds, where f of x is defined two functions like this. First function, f of x is equal to 0 for x is less than or equal to 0. Here we have a two inequalities. One is x is equals to 0. One more is x is less than 0. Less than 0 means negative. Then f of x is equals to e to the power of minus x for f x is greater than 0. It is positive. But we know by the given problem, we have a f of t is equal to 0. Here f of x is equal to 0. When x is less than or equal to 0, here we are writing in terms of t. F of t is equal to 0 for t is less than or equal to 0. And second function, f of t equals to e to the power of minus t for t is greater than 0. The same given data f of x we are writing in terms of t. That's all, nothing more. By Fourier integral expansion, we have, this is the formula we have studied in the first class. F of x equals to 1 by pi, two integrals. The first integral s is equal to 0 to infinity, second integral minus infinity plus infinity, f of t cos s of t minus x dt ds. 1 by 2 pi write as it is, first integral also write as it is. Now here we are writing minus infinity plus infinity. Here minus infinity plus infinity integral minus infinity to 0, 0 to infinity. Then this is same as it is. Then minus infinity to 0 f of t cos s of t minus x dt integral 0 to infinity f of t cos s of t minus x dt into ds. The 1 by pi integral 0 to infinity as it is. We are again this integral here. Here f of t is there. Then what is f of t here? F of t is equals to e to the power of minus t and t is greater than 0. That means here the function, look here very carefully, f of t is equal to e to the power of minus t. The function is defined only t is greater than 0. That means t is always greater than 0 means only positive numbers is defined. So see the first integral here. The first integral minus infinity to 0 is there. That means the function is not defined in this case. So that is why we are writing the first integral is 0 because of this one. We have f of t is equal to 0, t is less than or equal to 0. Then you are writing only second integral here. In place of f of t, we have to t to the power of minus t. That means integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t cos s of t minus x dt ds. 1 by pi integral 0 to infinity as it is, right? Integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t, right, as it is. It is in the form of cos of a minus b form. Expand it. Cos of a minus b, you know that very well. Cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. That is, we write cos st cos sx plus sin st sin sx into ds as it is. 1 by pi integral 0 to infinity. First this as it is. Then we are writing the sum of two terms. Sum of two terms, and integral is the sum of two integrals. We have written nothing is changed here. Only here integral e to the power of minus t cos st dt cos st dt cos sx. Then this integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus st sin st dt, this sin sx into ds. Now we have these two integrals, this integral and this integral. We are using the standard properties of the definite integral, integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus ax cos bx dx. Its value is a divided by a square plus b square. Then this is same as this integral. So this value we are writing here 1 divided by 1 plus s square into cos sx. This integral value we are writing in this form. Then we have 1 by 1 plus s square and this cos sx as it is. Here this integral is same as in this form, integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus ax sin bx dx. That integral value is b divided by a square plus b square. These are the two standard result. We can write directly. Then here s divided by 1 plus s square sin sx dx we got like this. Now f of x is equals to 1 by pi integral 0 to infinity. Here you should take the LCM. Here 1 plus s square is there, 1 plus s square is there. Denominator is same. The numerator is as it is. Then this cos sx we have written here and plus s into sin x is here and ds, which is the we have required Fourier integral. This integral. This is the same integral. Next one. Next fourth example. Using the Fourier cosine integral formula, prove that e to the power of minus x cos x is equals to 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity u square plus 2 cos ux divided by u to the power of 4 plus 4 du x greater than 0. X is greater than x is positive values. Then solution, we have Fourier cosine integral formula. This is the standard formula. F of x is equal to 2 by pi double integrals over the limit 0 to infinity f of t cos st cos sx ds dt, where x is lies between minus infinity to plus infinity. In this integral, you can take the substitution. S is equals to v. Wherever s is there, this s, not this cos, this s, we write f of x is equal to 2 by pi double integral 0 to infinity f of t as a cos ut cos ux du dt. Taking f of x is equal to e to the power of minus x cos x. Here this is f of x. This is considered f of x, e to the power of minus x cos x. X is greater than 0. Then here you write f of x is equal to e to the power of minus x cos x as it is. Then 2 pi double integral over the integral 0 to infinity f of t is equals to e to the power of minus st cos t. What is f of x? F of x is e to the power of minus x cos x is there. Here we want in terms of t. This f of t we define in this form, e to the power of minus t cos t. And cos ut as it is, cos ux as it is, du dt as it is. Then here 1 by pi integral 0 to infinity. Here we are splitting the two integrals separately like this. 1 by pi integral 0 to infinity cos ux du. Cos ux du, you writing first integral. The remaining one is integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus 80. This one, e to the power of minus 80, and this two, and cos ut, cos t, cos ut, cos t dt together. Then first integral as it is, there is no change. Then second integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t. Here using the 2 cos a cos b formula. 2 cos a cos b formula is cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. Then cos a plus b plus cos of a minus b. Cos of ut plus t. Then t is taking common. Cos of ut minus t, you taking the in angle only t common here. Then we'll get cos of u plus 1t plus cos of u minus 1 dt. First integral as it is, there is no change. Here, splitting the again two integrals, sum of two terms, then write the sum of two integrals. Integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t cos u plus 1 dt. Integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus t cos u minus 1 dt. Again using the formula, this is the standard result. Integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus x cos ax can be written as 1 divided by 1 plus a square. These two in the form of this one. Then left hand side as it is e to the power of minus cos x. 1 by pi integral 0 to infinity cos ux dx as it is. Now here this one, it is in the form of, in this form, then e to the power of minus t cos u plus 1 dt can be written as 1 divided by 1 plus u plus 1 whole square. That means here, wherever a is there, we have a u plus 1 is there. Wherever here x is there, here is also t is there, nothing changed. Then this is also here, same only, here u plus 1 is there, u minus 1 is there. Then 1 divided, this is also the, this integral is same as this integral, where here x is there, where here x is there variable, here t is there. That's all. Then this is this integral value. By using this formula, we can write like this: 1 divided by 1 plus u minus 1 whole square. Then next here we do the simplification like this. You take the LCM, these two. Then what will get? 1 plus u plus 1 whole square into 1 plus u minus 1 whole square. Then this integral, this term is multiplied by here, cross multiply it. Then after simplify it, then numerator, what will get it means u square plus 2. After the simplification, this numerator, u square plus 2, this cos ux dv as it is, and denominator is multiplication is there. Then after simplify these two, we'll get u to the power of 4 plus u to the power of 4 plus 4. Hence, we have to prove that the given integral in this form. The same result will got it, this one. The next example, find the Fourier integral formula. F of x is equals to e to the power of minus ax. E to the power of minus ax. Then x is positive. And here one more condition is given. F of minus x is equal to f of x when a is also positive. This indicates that the function is even. As what is the meaning of even function? If f of minus x is equal to f of x, in the given polynomial you can substitute in place of x is equal to minus x, you will get f of x. Suppose you get f of minus x is equal to minus f of x, that is the odd function. By given, f of x is a even function because this indicates that the function is even. Thus, we shall use the cosine form of the Fourier integral. That is in this form, f of x is equal to 2 by pi double integral over 0 to infinity f of t cos alpha x d alpha into dt. F of x is e to the power of minus ax is there. Here we are writing in terms of t. That's all, because our variable is t is there. That is why you are changing. If you write f of x dx also, nothing change. Then why you are writing means when the Fourier cosine formula we are writing in this form. Then f of t is equal to e to the power of minus at. We get e to the power of minus x is equals to 2 by pi. Here again we splitting these two integrals in this form. First integral 0 to infinity, with we are writing cos alpha x d alpha. Then second integral we are writing 0 to infinity, and we have substituting the value of the function. F of t is there. Here f of t is e to the power of minus t, we are writing cos alpha t dt as it is. Then left hand side as it is and first integral as it is, this one here. Here this one we are simplifying again, this is in the standard form. How it is? Integral 0 to infinity e to the power of minus x cos x written as 1 divided by 1 plus a square. Then this is comparing this. Then wherever here at is there, here minus x is there. That means a is 1. That is a divided by alpha square plus a square. Then here we are e to the power of minus x as it is. Then a is a constant. Take outside the integral. We write like this: 2a divided by pi. The remaining cos alpha x divided by alpha square plus a square d alpha, which is the required Fourier integral. One more example, using the Fourier integral method, prove that integral 0 to infinity sin alpha pi sin alpha x divided by 1 minus alpha square d alpha is equal to pi by 2 sin x. 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to pi. Then this integral becomes 0. Otherwise means the less than 0. Then let the function is f of x is equal to this one, pi by 2 sin x. X is lies between 0 to pi. 0 otherwise. Clearly we know that f of x is a odd function. Then how it is a odd function means, we know that in general, if f of x is equal to cos x, that function is always treated as the even function. Suppose the function is f of x equals to in terms of sin x, that function is treated as the odd function. So that is why we are writing by the given this function, we are writing clearly, we know that f of x is a odd function. We shall use the, suppose the function is odd, then using the sine form Fourier integral formula instead of cos. So that sine integral formula is like this: f of x is equal to 2 by pi double integral 0 to infinity f of t sine alpha x d alpha dt. Thus, in the present case, the same integrals we can splitting like this. The same integral you can put in the another form. F of x is equal to 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity sine alpha x d alpha, here we are writing. Then this second integral 0 to infinity f of t sine alpha t dt, this one. Then 2 pi constant we are writing outside the integral only. Then first integral as it is, then integral 0 to pi. Then look here, f of t. What is f of t here? F of x is pi by 2 sin x. It is in terms of x, but we want in terms of t. We are writing f of t sin alpha t. How will get it this one? Here in this form, pi by 2 sin x. F of t sin t, then pi by 2 sin t, this sin alpha t dt as it is. Then this pi by 2, this 2 by pi right together, and it is a pi get cancelled, 2 get cancelled, 1. This first integral as it is, and integral 0 to pi, then sin alpha t sin alpha t. Then this is called equation number 1. Next, what we have considering, this only we solve. This only the integral where we solve, that is in the form of sin a sin b. 1 by 2 cos of a minus b minus cos of a plus b. 1 by 2 integral 0 to pi cos of t minus alpha t minus cos of t plus alpha t dt. Here the same integral as it is. Here we took the t is common here. Here is also we took t common. Then integrate this integral or split as it is. But we do the integration as it is. Integrate with respect to t, we get cos. Look here, integral cos of ax dx is sin ax by a plus c. What is a? Here our a is 1 minus alpha. Sin of 1 minus alpha t divided by 1 minus alpha. Minus as it is, cos integration again sin of 1 plus alpha t divided by 1 plus alpha over the limit integral 0 to pi. Then upper limit is wherever t is there, substitute pi. Then wherever t is there, lower limit substitute 0. I substituting the upper limit here. Sin of 1 minus alpha t is there, t is equal to pi divided 1 minus alpha. Again t is equals to pi, here substituting minus 1 by 2 lower limit. Here t is there, sin 0 value is 0. Here t is there, sin 0 total it is 0. Then the lower limit totally 0. We will get the lower limit totally 0. We can simplify only upper limit 1 by 2 sin of pi. This pi we are multiplying inside the angle. Then we'll get pi minus pi alpha divided by minus alpha minus sin of pi plus pi alpha divided by 1 plus alpha. Then you know that very well in the lower classes, what is the value of sin of pi minus theta is equal to sin pi. Sin of pi plus theta is equal to minus sin theta. Sin of pi minus theta, it is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant sin is always positive. In the sin of pi plus theta, it will contains in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, sin is negative. So that is we are writing here sin pi minus pi alpha is sin pi alpha, like this, sin pi. Sin pi of pi plus theta is minus sin. And this minus you will get plus sin pi alpha divided by 1 plus alpha. You take the denominator LCM, a minus b, a plus b form, a square minus b square. This 1 plus alpha is multiplied by sin pi alpha, 1 minus alpha is multiplied by sin alpha. Then simplify it. this here sin alpha is multiplied by 1 plus alpha, we'll get these two terms. Sin pi alpha is multiplied these two terms, we'll get sin pi alpha minus alpha sin pi plus alpha sin alpha minus alpha sin pi alpha, it becomes 0. Then 1 times sin pi alpha, 1 times sin pi alpha, 2 times of sin pi alpha divided by 1 minus alpha square. 2 get cancelled. Then sin pi alpha divided by 1 minus alpha. From the equation 1, what will get it? This is only we considering in the previous one. We here equation 1 becomes f of x is equal to integral 0 to pi sin pi alpha divided by 1 minus alpha square. We'll get this result. Then integral equation 0 to infinity sin pi alpha sin alpha x 1 minus alpha, which is the required result. Thank you, dear students. I hope you are all understanding. Suppose any doubts you have, you mail me or you can text me in the WhatsApp chat. I can clarify any doubts we have. Hope you are all safe. Thank you.